And just joining me, who came in during the news, is Myo Thein. He runs the Burma Democratic Concern organisation, and he's come into Bush House today to spend part of the Sunday with you. Now, just before the news, we were talking about whether this is a Nelson Mandela moment, and I'd like to read out a comment that came into the BBC site from Rachel's dad. I well remember watching Nelson Mandela walking to freedom in South Africa, but that was different. By the time of his release, even the South African government had realised the era of apartheid was coming, thankfully, to its end. The situation in Burma is totally different. The generals have no intention of changing anything. The rest of the world is doing nothing to change things either. Perhaps we don't buy Burmese oil anymore. Is that why we don't seem to care? I want to bring in Myo, and you run the Burma Democratic Concern organisation. So Myo, explain what that is, and then I'd like you to respond directly to Mong Mong whether this is just hope or actual action in relation to the release.
Yes, I have to say it is mixed together, hope as well as the action. We do believe in our leader, Aung San Suu Kyi. We are all the 60 million people behind her. We fully support her and we believe in her leadership. And I also would like to make the comment about the, comparing our leader with the Nelson Mandela in South Africa. Yes, because it is quite different in my own opinion. If we look at the South Africa government and the apartheid movement, we see a lot of the support from the, all over the world because it is very sensitive issue of the color and the race. But if you also look at in Burma, what is happening, our leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, is, leading the movement in non-violent way. She never called for the, violent means as well. But unfortunately, the military regime in power, they can do whatever they want with the support of the China and the Russia. Now, even recently, they are trying to secure to gain the nuclear weapon. So that it is quite different and quite difficult. And I would like to say, and our leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, is more into Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, she has been quoting Gandhi quite a bit in the recent days.
So she is more into Gandhi than Mandela because she never called for the violent means.
One person come on today that has not said the word but. Yes, Myo wants to get in.
Yes, I would like to add on what the previous speaker said.
And that's Ai Chan. You can speak directly to him. We've Colin in Nairobi and Masucha in the United Arab Emirates.
Yes. This is Myo Thein speaking on behalf of the Burma Democratic Concern. We are the global campaigning and lobbying organization to restore the democracy, human rights, and rule of law. Firstly, we welcome to Aung San Suu Kyi release. It is very the big day for us. And we also would like to see the action taken by the world leaders. For the time being, we have seen a lot of the supporting words. Obama or the David Cameron or whosoever you name it, they say they support Aung San Suu Kyi. But right now here, what we want to see is action taken. If they truly support...
What sort of action?
Yes, if they truly support Aung San Suu Kyi and justice in Burma, they need to support implementing justice, restoring in Burma. For instance, the National League for the Democracy 1990 election winning party, they declared
Aung San Suu Kyi's party.
Aung San Suu Kyi party. They declared the Shogunate Declaration, which is, we can say, it is the roadmap for democracy for Burma. In that Shogunate Declaration, they highlight the four main principles. One is implement 1990 election result, in which the Aung San Suu Kyi party won the landslide victory. Two, review the 2008 constitution, which is...
Well, let's even take that for a second. I mean, because the first one, elections,
yes.
Big thing. Is she going to be part of it? Will she have a political role? Is this release conditional?
Yeah, for the 2010 election, we don't need that election because we have already the 1990 election. That election result are still yet to be honored, and so Aung San Suu Kyi always repeatedly stressed and pressed that point that to have the genuine national reconciliation in Burma, the junta in Burma must implement and recognize that election result. I would like to add on here.
Reverend Myo wants to respond to you. Go ahead, Myo.
Yes, I would like to add on here that as a Burmese, I truly believe that the change will come. Regarding about the sanction or the tourism boycott or the whatever action we need to take, I believe it is something we need to leave that for our leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, and the leading party, NLD, to decide. Whatever they make the decision, we will follow their lead. As soon as she released from the house arrest, the first speech she ever gave, the first thing she used is unity. She called for the unity among all the people.
The unity of lots of people getting in touch. Arvid on Facebook. I think that now she is freed, she should put pressure for other political prisoners to be freed. Myo, would you like to respond to that?
Yes, I would like to respond here regarding about the sanction of the tourism boycott.
And you can speak directly to Shamoa.
Yes, it is something to Aung San Suu Kyi and the NLD party, the 1990 election winning party, to decide. So I will leave that to our leaders. But for the betterment of our country, we do have the 4 main steps we need to take. First thing, we need national reconciliation. In order to have the national reconciliation, we need to have the dialogue between the junta leaders and the Aung San Suu Kyi. And the third thing,
and Myo, I'm going to hop in there instead of going through the 4. I mean,
yes, Aung San Suu Kyi always put the people first, and the first speech she ever gave, she said that she would like to listen to the people what they want. So if the people, whatever they want, Aung San Suu Kyi will take it into account, and for the betterment of the country and for the betterment of for the sake of the people, Aung San Suu Kyi will definitely speak with the junta leaders.